International Women's Day, we take this time to reflect on all of the women who make manufacturing possible.
The Rhode Island chapter of Women in Manufacturing is quite new. We've actually only been chartered for about 10 months. And so the ability to talk with somebody like igus that's really out on the forefront there, great thing. The more and more we can bring young women in, it's kind of the connections on the professional level. It's definitely the education and the technical skills. But then the last part is always creating those connections and saying, here, there's a place for you.
Yes.
And if there isn't one yet, you could create a place with my help.
And that is one of the great things I've seen with igus too, is the creation of roles that didn't necessarily exist beforehand, but you found a passion, you found a purpose, you found the strength behind it to go ahead and create roles.
Truth, performance, and love.
What is true to this customer? You know, how are we performing? Are we loving our jobs? Is the customer loving what we do? You know, these are just kind of our key marketing and also beliefs for the company.
And I would think that with truth, performance, and love, anybody who's here, it's because they can really find the truth. They can perform at their highest level, regardless of whether or not they're a woman or a man. And that isn't limited to just this group, but also the incredible people we saw in the production area.
Yeah. One
of the things that I do a lot for both Women in Manufacturing Association and for my day job is really try to counter a lot of the perceptions that people have of manufacturing. And one is that you would never see the word love anywhere. I got really lucky and I joined Polaris MEP, and an MEP center, there's one in every state, and what we do is we make manufacturers stronger. In fact, we are completely about impacts, but on people, on companies. So it was really fun, and I get to tell the world's best stories. I get to talk about the women and the men who are making magic happen here, talk about the quality jobs, but it's a really great and privileged thing to be able to promote manufacturing. There's so much activity on this production floor.
So much activity, so much noise. This is where we really see all of the processing happen. Like I said before, all of our stock comes from those yellow doors down there. They get inventoried, placed on these shelves. They get picked and packed here. On this line we see here all different types of parts going out to customers.
And I'm seeing, you had said earlier, kind of a 1-to-1 ratio on the production floor of women and men in production. Defeating those stereotypes about manufacturing as a bunch of old dudes.
Exactly. The hardest working women out here. They've pulled off miraculous, huge chains, large projects within 24 hours. It's a miracle. They come in on Saturdays sometimes for a Saturday shift to make sure that this is out for the customers.
That's a lot of dedication, a lot of love.
A lot of love, a lot of performance. Any type of request that you have, you don't think that this is something you can find on the standard market, we will look high and low for that solution. Again, if it's improving what moves, we can make it happen.